In this video, we'll be discussing about the nucleases. These are the enzymes that cleave phosphodiester bond between nucleotides in nucleic acids. And these nucleases can mediate single as well as double strand breaks. Here we have the two important types of nucleases. One is the exonucleases and other one is the endonucleases. The exonucleases cuts or cleaves phosphodiester bond at the end of nucleic acid strand. So we can say it digests nucleic acid strands from ends, either from 5' end or from 3' end. Here we can see in the short animation where RNA strand has been shown. It's acted upon by exonuclease enzyme from 3' end and starts cleaving it into nucleotides. And on the other hand we have the endonucleases, which cuts or cleaves the phosphodiester bond in the middle of molecule or strand. So it breaks internal phosphodiester bonds. Here in this animation we see the RNA molecule is acted upon by endonuclease and cleaves strand in the middle. Now first of all let's discuss the exonucleases in detail. As we know, exonuclease cuts from the ends. In eukaryotes we have 5' to 3' exonucleases. And first exonuclease is the 5' 3' exoribonuclease, also known as XRN1 as shown in the diagram. This XRN1 molecule acts on RNA molecule and hydrolyzes RNA in 5' to 3' direction. Second important exonuclease in the eukaryotes is XRN2. It mediates torpedo model of transcription termination. It degrades leftover RNA from 5' to 3' end. Here in this diagram, this is the newly synthesized mRNA molecule. It is getting cleaved off here at the final steps, and we are left with the RNA piece as shown in the diagram. And on this leftover mRNA molecule, the XRN2 comes in and degrades it from 5' end. The detailed process of torpedo termination video is linked in the description. Now moving on towards the prokaryotic exonucleases. First we have the exonuclease 1. It breaks apart single-stranded DNA in 3' to 5' direction. It releases deoxyribonucleoside monophosphates and even dinucleotides. Here we have the diagram showing exonuclease 1 acting on single-strand DNA. This exonuclease 1 works in 3' to 5' end and releases deoxyribonucleoside monophosphates as shown in the diagram. Second is the exonuclease 3, which acts on double-stranded DNA and removes nucleotides from 3' end. In the diagram we can see how the exonuclease 3 have degraded the double-stranded DNA from their 3' ends. And in that process we get the deoxyribonucleoside monophosphates. Then we have important exonuclease, that's exonuclease 5 or RecBCD. It acts as nuclease as well as helicase. The RecB subunit acts as nuclease, makes single-strand nicks in DNA. The RecB plus D subunit shows helicase activity in 3' to 5' end. And this exonuclease 5 shows dual polarity, which means it cleaves linear double-stranded DNA from both ends as shown in the diagram. Like it cleaves DNA from 3' end as well as from the 5' end. And in that process short oligonucleotides are released as shown in the diagram. Then we have other nucleases like T5 exonuclease, which degrades DNA in 5' to 3' direction and can act on both single-stranded DNA as well as double-stranded DNA. Second is the T7 exonuclease, which degrades DNA in 5' to 3' end and shows activity on double-stranded DNA only. And last important exonuclease is the exonuclease 7, which can degrade single-stranded DNA from both ends, 5' as well as from 3' end. So these are some important exonucleases from eukaryotes and prokaryotes. I hope you like the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Do consider supporting my work on Patreon or YouTube and make sure to subscribe this channel. Thanks.